Hello, my little humans. This is Nopony Special, and we are at part 3 of the Ninja Sentai Kaiju Ranger Ninja Gotai Masuke Shogun. Now, I know I probably mispronounced a lot of those words since I don't know Japanese very well, but I hope I got close. We are at number 3, General Beast Yellow Kumard. Now, we do know that it is the third beast because right here, the number 3, and it is third in line. As we can see, more danger, warning, etc. Japanese stuff, it doesn't change. Product shots, it does this and that, and yay, and that's all it does. And now let's get into the box. Which, I don't have my knife on me. So I'm just gonna use something to pry it apart and then work my way there. Yay. And we get our bubblegum flavored candy again, hard candy. These are the same things as the consistency of most of our hard candy. Yay, candy. Instructions. And that is it for the box. And here we have all these lovely pieces. Oh, we're making a foot today. We're going to make a foot. Yay, 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 yay. I'm such a dork. And I'm actually going to have to locate my knife because of right here. I do not like the eyes on these things. Why? Because take a look at that bear face. Yes. See? Already has eyes on it. Why would you want to put eyes on something that has eyes? It doesn't make any sense. I don't want it to make sense like that. No. So, we'll get down to ripping this up, open it up, taking it down, constructing it to where it needs to go, and we'll put it together. We'll be right back. And we are back just for a moment. Now, I just really wanted to show you guys, if you don't want these eyes, what you can do. You take a nice little knife like this one. Make sure it's nice and sharp, and this one is sharp. It doesn't go dull fast. Just line it up across the eyes and just cut. And as you can see, the eyes just come right off. You gotta make sure it's really sharp because I do want to state one thing about these eyes. They are made out of paper. Because of that, little nicks here and there will happen. And I can actually fix that. But yeah, if you're actually better with it than this than I am, that's all you have to do is just cut across. Just cut out the eyes. I am not good at this, so I end up messing up a lot. So because it wants to follow the blade. And that's basically it. Just cut out the eyes and then place it on the bear head. Which is not currently cut out. I'll just go ahead and do that right now. And yeah, you do actually want to take out the yellow. So that was part of the eye section. Just have this nice little gold strip right across it. Right there. See? Much better. Right? That is much, much better than... Focus. There we go. Much better. You get to see the nice eyes. Why they thought they had to have the eyes stickered on there, I do not know. A simple band across, that's great. We can be happy with that. And I will be getting this off here. Yep, see. Go. And let's get back down to deconstruction. We'll see you guys in a minute. And we are back. And here we go. And yeah, so first what we're going to do is pretty much standard. Start off with the arms, which is basically connecting ports tightly. Oh. All right. And fist. There we have it. One bare Zord fist. Okay. So we have actually seen this transfer connection before. You just peg this section into that section, and this elbow joint into this section here, and peg in the fist. That is it. Pow, 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 pow. And let's do this again with the other side. First, what we're going to do is set this off to the side. You're going to grab this little piece here, this little piece with the over 90-degree bend, and this piece here, which is basically your elbows. What we're going to do is line up the pegs and hold and peg them together. Then we're going to come over here, grab the fist, place the fist in that little hole right there, and we are done with that part. I like to put my arm at a 90-degree bend, and then we're going to place it inside this peg in that hole right there, and it is tight. It is tight. Make sure everything is lined up right. Good, yay. We are fine. Alright. Next section we have is the torso. Yep. Alright. But first we'll start off with this section here. This is the back. Now before we begin, and apparently I lost a piece here and there. Or maybe I just didn't pull it off the peg. Yeah, I forgot to pull them off the pegs. Should have made sure. No. Okay. Alright. As we saw from the ape Zord, these are very difficult to put on and very difficult to move. So, what we're going to do this go around is we're going to take a Q-tip, a little bit of baby oil, and don't worry, this doesn't harm the plastic. Just gonna dab get it a little bit wet. Set that off to the side. This thing's gonna smell baby fresh. Now this is too small to get in here, but what we're going to do is simply take this and just add a little bit to the to each one of these pegs, I mean. Focus, camera, focus, stay focused. And that's all we're going to do is just peg that up. We're going to simply take the peg, the part here, and it slides on easy. And take a look at that. Woo! No forcing. That makes it a lot easier. Just a little bit of baby oil. That's all you need. Just enough to get it to do that. Okay. And you could just really work it around, get it on there. That way it just makes it smoother. I did this also to this guy's legs. You have to be very careful, but you take this section off first very carefully, and then this section, and then just put some baby oil on the peg itself and just slide it inward. It makes transformation a lot easier. Alright. Now that we got that part, we'll take this section here, and we're going to peg it. Let's try to get this to focus. Come on, focus. I need a better camera. These two are going to peg inside of each other like so. I said like so. Come on, number one, make it so. Oh, that is tight, and we do want that to be tight. Alright, now that that's done, we'll grab the Bear Zord's head, or Kumard's head. Just lock it in. There we go. That's a bear. Because it's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Then we'll come here, take the butt flap here. We're going to peg it in right between here. There we go. And we have a back. Yay! Yay, backs! And that is it for that section. Next thing we're going to do is grab the front piece of the Zord of Kumard. We're going to grab this little piece here. Yes, stickers are on. Stickers are on. And we are going to place this one right here. There we go. And that locks that in. Nice and tight. Alright. Next we're going to take the symbol and just place it right there in the middle. Nice and shiny. Very golden. Next, we are just simply going to peg these two together like so. Yep. Unlike Dave's Zord, this one actually just slides in here, which we know we're going to have to push these down later, but okay. Next we'll grab each of the arms, and here comes the hard part. At least I remember this being hard. Yep. Gonna have to push these out. Yeah, they just lock into place up there. No real place. Hold them. Just a little force. And we can lock that in. Lock it in, lock it in. Unlock. Put my thumb there as support and just there we go. That makes it a lot easier. Much easier. Now we have a nice little Bear Zord. Just bearing everything that it has to deal with around here. There you go, Kumard. And I know I will be switching between the two. Don't be mad. Next, we are getting down to the feet. Oh, yes. We gotta put our foot down this time. Yes, I went there. I know. I'm horrible. I'm so horrible. Alright. Let's place the torso out of the way. We have 4 pieces to deal with today for this first section. Alright. We are going to take this section here with all the grooves on the front, on the side. And we are going to grab this piece here. It looks kind of like a double wrench. We're going to place that there. And then we are going to take this piece here. We're going to, there's a little slot right there. We are going to take that. We are going to slot that in. And then we are going to take the other side. We are going to line it up with all the pegs. Let's see if we could get that focused in. Make sure everything's aligned. And just tightly squeeze. And then you have to get some pressure to that. Alright. Next thing's next. We are going to grab this. This is the front of the foot. And we are just simply going to peg it in by sliding it down. Or placing it the right way and sliding it forward. Yes. We go then like so into these 2 holes that were made by combining. And there we go. Yay, we got a foot. We got part of a foot. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is let's see, where is that where? Yeah. Next thing we're going to do is grab these 2 little pieces here. Going to take this little piece here, this little one with the slot. Now up here where this little hole is, this will tab right into it. Right there. And we'll tab these 2 together. Oh, correction. Give me a second. I missed a step here. And then give me a second while I get this untabbed so we could continue on. Alright, I got it untabbed, and alright. I practically jumped a step here. What I forgot to do, and yes, I did forget to do this, is we want to peg right here on this side. Let's see. Let's make sure I actually do this correctly. Yes. Peg it into this side where these peg holes here are facing these peg holes, like so. Alright. Since this is already pegged in on the other side, and that's all we had to do with that part. We will line these up all over again. This time, push it together without needing to separate it. Yay. Next, we're going to take this section. Just plug it in. Plug it in. There we go. Yep. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is grab this. this thing here and this symbol. Alright, first we're going to take and get out of the way the symbol, which goes into here, right there. Then we are going to take this section here, this little piece. We're going to line up these two pegs with these two pegs in this tab with this slot and these two holes. And then we're going to just press them together. Alright. On this side we have this little keyhole looking slot. Tab, I mean. And we have a keyhole slot here. And we are just going to push these two together and make that. And that is it. Next we're going to take this peg here and peg it into this tab here. There we go. And we just pull up. And there we are. And that is a lei! Yay! Second verse, similar to the first. This time we won't mess up so bad. We will take this section here. We actually have a different part to deal with. Right here up top, where that slot is, we have a peg slot here. Now what we're going to do, it doesn't matter which direction it pushes in, going to line that up and push that together. Okay. Then we find our little monkey wrench, our little double wrench looking piece, and we will place it there. Alright. Now that's done. We're going to take our other side with two pegs on it, and we will clasp them together, line up the peg holes. Everything's aligned, and we compress. I say compress. Come on. There we go. Took it a second. It doesn't like to lock in very well on this side. There, everything's good. Everything's fine. And then we go to the usual. First things, we take this piece here and we lock it. Of course, want to make sure that piece is pushed out upwards. You slide it in like so. Not an easy thing to do. Then we take our little tab piece and we make sure that it gets in just right. Ow! That is a bit difficult, so it is painful to do sometimes. And then we just line up everything. Line up the tabs, line up the... and just push in. Okay, we got a foot. And like I said, it is just a repeat of what we were doing before. Oh, I almost forgot. We want to go ahead and slide in the front of the foot here. And push! And that is done! That is done! Alright. Make sure we have everything. Yep. Just want to line up all of it right there and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Keyhole. Keyhole. Tab. Tab. One thing I did actually forget about doing, and it's no big deal, is to place the joint back onto this leg. Alright. We didn't take the peg, which apparently we are missing. I'm missing a couple pieces apparently. There's one. Apparently I did not get all the pieces again. I thought I saw everything I needed off the instructions, but apparently I didn't. So let me clip these down to flushness. Alright. Now here's where things get interesting. This is where they differ. As we saw, we have a peg. I'm going to push this little ring here about halfway between the peg, and then we want to place that right there. And I hope that's actually right, because we'll actually align it. What we're going to do now is the peg hole right there in the bottom of the foot. What we're going to do is simply push that down, then push this up. And there we go. And we are almost done. Now we'll grab the torso again, and we're going to lock this in to each side. There we go. Then you have these little side flaps that'll go right here. You need to push down with some porosity. We do want to make sure that these peg holes are facing outwards for the transformation into foot mode. And we will peg that in on the other side. And while doing so, pull off the leg. Pull off the leg. And there we go. We got it back in. We got that done. And that is General Beast Kumard, aka the Power Rangers Season 3 Bear Zord Shogun. Shogun Bear Zord. It does come with this little rake thing, which you can put it in its paw or hand, I should state. Right there. It's chain rake. I'll do your lawn. I'll do your lawn. Yes. That is a thing. You do have. Let's readjust. You do have that. And I do apologize for the focusing during these videos. I am so sorry. My phone, my camera, it just does not want to autofocus worth anything. Now it does. It doesn't. It does it. It does. Anyway, now let's get down to articulation. We have 360-degree rotation here. Can bend almost 90 degrees at the elbow. Can bend 90 degrees backwards. It does have rotation, 360 degree rotation on each of the wrists. The head is on a peg, so it can do a 360 rotation there. It can look side to side. Legs can kick out this far. They can't kick back at all. They can kick out like so. So they have, due to transformation, they do have some form of bend at the ankle. A really weird bend. But no real deal there. The frontal skirt is locked in pretty well. It will not move. Same goes for the back skirt. Figure having these things on joints, they would actually made it where they could do, kick back. Ah, yay! Alright. Let's remove the weapon. And let's get down to transformation. First thing we're going to do is pull back the back of the bear Zord, or Kumard. Then we are going to rotate. This is the difficult part. We are going to bend the elbows backwards and rotate like so. Make sure we do this like so. Push in like this. And this is a real finagling part. Let me check. Maybe this one actually has enough space like the original Zords. Oh, that's... According to the instructions, you could actually remove the fist. And voila! Yeah, and I think that's interesting. With the extra fist, you could actually just... Because, see, it actually has a fist molded into that. And I think with the shield here, you probably can do the same thing. I didn't see that in the instructions, but... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys that I've removed the eyes. The eyes that were on there. And that face sculpt is much better. Much better than those plastic eyes. Yay, extra fist. And you can store it on the shield and one of these little extra peg holes back here. So, no way of losing it. We have shield fist. Shield fist! And we have Raycar hand. Back to transformation. I do believe the transformation into the Megazord is only on the first one. But if it's anything like my previous counterpart, or similar, which, if you guys give me a moment, I'll check the instructions and we'll get back to this. Alright, so yeah, it is just like the Ape Zord. I've just been doing it a little wrong. I do that a lot in my life. So we are going to simply rotate the fist like so to make sure they're backwards like this. We are then going to push them inside the chest, the back of the body like this. And let's see. I think the head goes in with it. I'm actually looking at the instructions. And yeah, we want to continue. If you just want to be simple, just not do all this fighting with the Zord, into this formation. You could just take these off and chunk them inside the inside. That would be a lot easier than what I'm doing. Come on. Alright. There we go. And according to this, you will, in order for leg mode, you will have to pull out the head and just store it inside with the arms here. Let's not knock it off its peg. Well, you could probably store it somewhere else, but I'm personally just going to try to see if I can't store it in with the arms here. Yes, this is very much difficult to do. To do this transformation, it is not easy. Should have enough space. Yep, right there in the bear. And right. Just to show you guys, I'm not sure if that was on camera because I was looking above the camera. The bear Zord's head is sealed right there. And I will pop off the entire back just to show you. And then we just push that in. All right. Whew. Next things we got to do is push forward on the leg as it comes apart. It came apart. Okay. Alright, we're going to push forward and up and peg that in. This leg ended up coming apart on this side. We are just going to simply push it up like this again. Push it there. Now, what would have been smarter is locking in the legs pre-hand. But you can still do it now. And there you have it. Leg mode. Yes, that's it. Transformation to leg mode. Each of them are about the same size. They are that. Yay. I was curious. I got it. And there we go. And to correct something in this review, my last review, you can actually place these into the hands. It was just not working for me whenever I recorded it. It works now. It is something to transform this back. It's much simpler. Just break it off, break it apart. Yes. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to break it. We have had it. We've fed up. We don't want to do this anymore. And we just kind of straighten it out like that. Very tight. Tight. You don't find out which joints are tight or not tight until afterwards. Then just separate the legs. There we go. And pull back the arms, which this is actually the simplest part, is to transform it back with the arms. Take out the head, rotate the arms 100, rotate the arms 180 degrees, shift up the shift it up. There we go. There we go. Now we do have two more to do, and they are going to be basically your similarities and designs, except for possibly the heads and the body sculpts. But we are going to go ahead and do those. It'll be a lot simpler that the second go around. I hope. I can hope. Yes, I can do that. And as you can see, it's about the same size as the Ape Zord, smaller than the Crane Zord or Kakura and Sundra. Kakura, I really butchered that one. Kark, is smaller than Kark and that. And we have got a collection here. We know it's already smaller. We know these things are small. Here it is against a Christmas tree. Yes, this is an 8-inch Christmas tree, and yet it is small. Oh, this is small. They're about 3 inches tall piece, and I'm enjoying these. I really am. Just make sure whenever you do this to make sure you have everything placed in the right areas. That's part 3 done, and we will getting to part 2. I will leave a link in the description where I've purchased these. If you have not seen my first video, please go back and check that out. It's a total mess. Every one of these are a total mess, but I enjoy them, and so should you. I suggest picking these guys up because they are awesome. They are awesome. And I do still want a pink. I want this in pink as well. Why? Because we had it in pink, and I think it would look nice in pink as well. This is Nopony Special, and we will be getting to our next review tomorrow.